Alright, let's get right into it, shall we? I'm Jordan Steffen, and this is the show. Today, I am trying another one from Stash, the Stash Premium Goji Berry Green Tea. This includes 100% natural ingredients, including green tea, hibiscus, organic, ribos. Been working on that all week. Rose hips, goji flavor, raspberry leaf, strawberry flavor, matcha, licorice powder, and citric acid. Now, if you're wondering what matcha is, big selling point with this particular tea was with matcha. Matcha is a powderized green tea. They take green tea leaves, and they put them between two grinding stones, and they grind it and create this fine powder. And the reason this is considered to be good or whatever is because when the powder mixes with the water, instead of just infusing whatever's on the leaf, you're using up the entire leaf, so you're getting all the benefits from the green tea, like the antioxidants and whatnot. But this smells a lot of the strawberry flavor that they put in it, but it's got almost a beer-like aspect of the smell, and I've never had a goji berry, but there's another fruit in here that's not strawberry. That's probably about what that is. So let's give this a taste, shall we? So, it's got a very nice flavor. It's very smooth. It's very easy drinking. This is not anything that you would need a highly developed palate for. This is pretty easy drinking for pretty much anyone, I would think, because of the strong fruit flavors and the acidic acid in there and whatnot. Very much like an apple cidery type drink. It's a little bitter afterward, like it's really dry on my tongue, but I guess I could have oversteeped it. I'm pretty sure I timed about 5 minutes, which is the maximum recommended for this, 3 to 5 minutes for this particular green tea. But overall, very good. Yeah, so next I'm going to change gears. Clutching down into second. The reason I opened this show, you may have noticed that I did not say this is tea talk or this is the tea show. I just said this is the show. It's not going to be just about tea anymore. I was thinking about what things do I really love, and I do love tea, but I love photography even more so. So I'm still going to try teas in the beginning of the show. It's going to be a small component. So first of all, let's talk about some photography news. I just have a little bit. This is my first time doing this. The thing that I thought was most important this week was that Canon released new firmware. It's the 2.04, I believe, for the 5D Mark II. This firmware pretty much adds everything that you could want for the video aspect of it. These are the things that people have been hoping for since the date the camera was released. And now, nearly a year and a half later, finally have them. So, 24 frames per second progressive high definition 1080p recording has been added. This is 24 frames per second, which is the film standard. So if you go to the cinema, Bridget von Hammersmark, that's what you're probably seeing. versus the 30 frames per second, which is what video, news broadcasts, that kind of thing use. Your home video camera. This camera right here, 30 frames per second. The 24 frames, there's a few less frames, so there's slightly more blur between the motion. It's more smooth and luscious, like chocolate. So probably dark chocolate, probably 70% cacao. So that's really good for people that want to use this camera for filmmaking, since the lenses offer that very cinematic look. Also, some improvements in the audio section. Manual level adjustment. Very, very important. Up until this point, there's been auto gain control, AGC, which is horrible, and basically means that I pause for a second like that, the background noise comes up because the mic is adjusting to the quietest sound or the loudest sound in the room, and it wasn't hearing anything at that point, so it cranked it way up, and then as soon as I start talking, I come in really loud, and then it drops the level way down, and then you just get all these fluctuations, and it sounds like garbage. So yeah, you can manually adjust the level, as well as the audio capture is now 48 kilohertz instead of 41. So that's gonna give some better sound quality, higher sample rate, and whatnot. Is this your card? Alright, so each episode I'm going to try to focus on one topic or something like that. Today I'm going to talk about lighting for photography and video for that matter. And in particular, do-it-yourself lighting, budget-conscious lighting. So when you're lighting for still photography, you can do one of two things. You can use strobes, which are flashes. They send a bright burst of light for, like, 1/200th of a second possibly, and that basically illuminates your scene long enough to capture the image, and then you're done. There's also hot lighting, which hot lighting, the light intensity is always on 100%. So the benefits are with hot lighting, you can see what you're doing while you're doing it. You see exactly how the photo's going to look by how you're lighting the subject. The downsides, hot lighting, well, the lights are always on, and they are, as the name implies, hot. So if you've got a lot of them going, working under them can be kind of uncomfortable for the model. Usually strobes are what are used in studios and that kind of stuff, but for other effects you can use the hot lighting. But the easiest thing to obtain in do-it-yourself manner is hot lighting. So what you can do is go to the hardware store, and they have those worker lights for painting and whatnot, and they usually have them on a stand, and you can pick up one for like 25 bucks. I don't happen to have a proper stand here because I happen to have one of these floor standing models of the lights that just sits on the floor or a table, but I've kind of rigged up a microphone stand here with the lamp, and then I also have a nice extension cord on there, and then you need a way to diffuse it. So the easiest way for a little money is to grab a white sheet you may have lying around, and you need to figure out a way to put that in front of the lamp without lighting it on fire. So, because these lamps do get very hot. So I've just mounted this kind of clothing hanger here with some tape, and then I've draped the sheet over the top of that so it suspends it far enough in front of the lamp there that nothing happens to it. Yeah, that's the end of this episode. Follow me up on the Twitter at Jordan Steffen on Twitter there, and you can friend me or fan me up on Facebook. I believe it's facebook.com/Jordan-Steffen for the fan page. So yeah, I will see you next time, where we will be discussing some more photography and tea and randomness. Alright, bye.